Hi and welcome to the 2019 Worst Game of the Year. Last year proved to have a fantastic winner,
Metal Gear Solid,
with a few notable runners-up. But this year the competition is fierce. Will it be Mario Kart Tour, Anthem, Ghost Recon Breakpoint? Alright, God, I'm stoned. And the worst game of 2019 goes to Ghost Recon.
I think we need a new hat to be added to the hat collection, Sam. I think we need to make a hat for Ghost Recon 76.
Should we make it?
I feel
Will
like
we
we
get
need to
sued?
pretty sure we'd get sued.
I don't know, maybe.
put the money in the bag.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are to talk about Ghost Recon Breakpoint microtransactions. Now, some people reviewed the beta, and some people said that this felt like a game that was built from the ground up to be a microtransaction platform.
And who are these visionaries, Ralph?
I don't know who these visionaries were, but
who is this one visionary?
Some people said it, okay? And other people said, no, you're wrong. You're just a clickbait YouTuber here for the hate clicks. No one likes you, go away. Now,
does he do long videos about chips?
I don't know, Sam.
mean,
it's hard to say.
Who knows?
He's a hard man to pin down, okay? The point is, after all this story, the main point is, I was right, bitches.
Oh, it was you!
I was right all along.
The Mark Singer all along, it was him!
Ladies and gentlemen, behold your new god.
You are one pathetic loser.
Guys, so look, here we go. Here's the deal. Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Fitting name, okay? It is the breakpoint of this franchise, and it may be the breakpoint of everyone liking Ubi, okay?
I feel like, honestly though, and I think we'll come to that point, but anyway, look, Ghost Recon Breakpoint came out this week for Ultimate Edition owners. If you spent $100 US on this thing, you can play it now. If you're too poor to afford it, then you just sit down and wait.
Ubi yet again penalizing people that are too poor to play the game. You wait 3 or 4 days,
That's
everybody.
right.
Here's the fucking money, shithead!
So obviously it's out now, and it gives us a chance to look at the microtransactions. The beta, by the way, very mixed reception. I think about 80% of people thought it was pretty crappy, dull, boring, whatever.
Buggy or whatever.
I think 20% of people are like, I love this, man. It's exactly what I wanted. It's like, cool, man. All power to you.
Yeah, I saw that in the comment section.
Agree to disagree. Either way, microtransactions are now here. Now, there's a user on Reddit by the name of Blink8704 who's out here doing the Lord's work. He took screen grabs of all the different stuff you can get in Breakpoint, and I think we should just go through it because honestly, it's astounding. And I just want you to keep this in mind. This is already a $100 game for people that have purchased it. $100 US. Later on,
$70 US for the normal edition, fine.
Correct.
But this has to be the worst thing I've ever seen in AAA gaming.
Oh,
Mobile
100%.
gaming, this puts it to shame, everybody.
So
Here we go.
you have to unlock weapons in this game, or you can just pay cash for them straight away. Boom, unlock guns, off you go.
Nothing better than you play a game that is very much about the guns, and you can just buy them.
Buy the guns.
You don't have to even experience the game and put the sweat and tears in to get what you're supposed to be getting in the game.
There's
Ridiculous.
attachments that are very important. You also unlock attachments. You can just buy those too.
Cool.
No worries at all.
Sounds
all
good. Yep.
There's obviously
Shitty
camos,
shirts.
which are, the cosmetics, etc. There are weapon skins or weapon skin bundles that you can purchase. There are gun bundles, so instead of unlocking specific guns, you can buy bundles that have lots of guns in them. You can buy attachment bundles, same sort of thing. You can buy vehicles, of course.
Sure.
You can buy more, what do you call
Tats.
it? You can buy you can buy more cosmetics like tattoos and emotes, melee weapons, all sorts of things. There's paints for your weapons. You can actually buy the in-game currency, which is called skill points or skill credits.
Skill credits.
Who names this shit?
What the hell is skill credits?
Anyway, you can buy them.
I bet you bottom dollar it's going to be the same shitty thing that every game does. They either give you just not enough, so you got to buy 2 of them, or you buy one and there's too much and there's left over for you to buy again more shit.
On the time savers page, we have the ability to purchase XP boosters because, of course, we do.
We can buy Ubisoft.
We can buy upgrades to our guns, so we don't have to actually use them. We can just immediately upgrade them.
Perfect.
You can buy skill points, so instead of having to grind through your skill tree and unlock it, you just buy the skill tree and it's automatically unlocked. Well done, Ubisoft.
Perfect.
There's also a battle pass in this game, FYI. Now, the battle pass is free when you purchase the season pass. Free in inverted commas. Buy the $40 season pass, get the battle pass for free, and you can buy a booster for the battle pass so you progress faster through that.
First of all, congratulations.
Hello, I like money.
What inspired you?
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
It just doesn't end. It
just goes
really
on
doesn't
forever.
end. And look, let's be real. This game isn't even out yet. God knows what other monetizations that we will see over the coming weeks or months with this thing. I've never seen a game that it picks itself apart.
Yes.
And fundamentally robs like you needing to actually like do anything in this game. If you've got a fat wallet, you can just, it's become sentient, okay? You can buy everything, XP boost, it'll just do everything.
The game plays itself.
It just plays itself now, okay? It's learning.
This is how you destroy your games before they launch.
Thanks.
So, look, obviously a few things to say with all of this, right? You don't need to buy anything. And I know the comment section is going to be spammed with this stupid fucking comment. Just go away. You people, just leave the comment
That's
section.
a triggering
Just
thing.
leave. Just go away. Like,
Please
I'm
leave us
so tired of hearing this bullshit of like, you don't need to buy it. Like, blah, blah, blah.
But
Like,
look, we've said before, it fundamentally changes the development of how they make
Correct.
these games because they want you to spend. So the people that say you don't have to buy it, you're not understanding, in my opinion, that the game now is grindier, shittier. It's made in a way that they're trying to give you a worse experience that you could have if you spent $300-400 on getting all this crap.
And just as an example, just as proof, so recently in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they sold XP boosters, okay? And then later on, they added a game mode where you could create custom quests. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
What people did was they just made quests that had awarded tons of XP. You know what Ubisoft did? Immediately, boom, nerfed that straight away. They want to make sure
I wonder why.
that you can't get bonus XP from this extra mode because they want you to buy it, right? I felt Assassin's Creed Odyssey was too grindy and too bloated. And you know what they did? This isn't a true story, by the way. They nerfed the XP curve in that game. A lot of people played that game after that nerf, and they're like, hey man, it felt totally fine to me, all good. The reason they nerfed it was because so many people complained about how bloated and slow and just long it was to get XP in that game so you could progress through the main quest. They changed it. They recognized that they went too far because they were trying to sell XP boosters.
I wonder if they'll do that with this too. I mean, who knows? But look, let's just make this is the worst game that's ever been monetized in the AAA space, and it's probably going to be
actually
also the worst mobile game. No, it's probably not going to be, but we're going to throw it in
It's
anyway.
up there with mobile games.
It's definitely up there. Let's start with Fallout 76. Okay, there was a cash shop, but in reality, of course, it was Sony Cosmetics. There's been a couple of times they have slipped up.
They have
and
done pay to
put
win
some
stuff
pay
as
to
well.
win moments in there. 100%. COD paid supply drops, but no season pass. But the Mario Kart, for instance, perfect mobile example. Everything that you could think is terrible, you're pretty much finding also in this game.
Yes.
But also, it's a full price
Paying
game.
$100 for it.
So it's not just mobile free-to-play stuff. You're getting the same model as a mobile free-to-play, but it's full price. It's $60, $100 for the Ultimate Edition. It's like it's the next level of just evil EA shit.
I know this sounds like exaggeration, but I want to be clear. What I'm saying is that I actually believe this. This is the worst monetized game I've ever seen. Like, it actually
Star
is.
Wars Battlefront 2?
No. It just Star Wars Battlefront has shitty loot boxes. This doesn't have loot boxes yet. Ghost Recon Wildlands had loot boxes, by the way. This doesn't yet. You're gonna tell me this game's not gonna have loot boxes? Bitch, please.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Surprise mechanics.
This is the worst I've ever seen because the entire game has been carved up. First of all, it's been developed so this game could be monetized. Every single part of it, they then find some way to charge you for it. Now, I don't care if you can play through the whole thing in 40 hours, you never have to buy it. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care. This should not be the way of it. Because the more this is allowed to fester in this industry, the more games are going to be designed around this garbage.
Yeah,
so that
and-
people have to eventually spend money because they're so exhausted by the grind.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
as we said before, the fundamental DNA of Ghost Recon has also changed from the monetization.
Yes,
and this whole
totally.
open world stuff, this looter shooter stuff, like this whole hub world, it's all put in just so you have to flex with all the gear that you've got in front of other people, and then this looter shooter business, so you feel like there's a huge grind there that makes you want to spend. Like, if you don't think that Ghost Recon is not the perfect example of a DNA of a game has fundamentally shifts away from what it originally was,
Yes.
I can't think of a better one. I mean,
true.
Ghost Recon 10 years ago when I jumped on was a far different game in every way, shape, or form.
infinitely better game.
This is a Frankenstein of what it
is.
used to be, okay?
That's you. That's what you've always been.
This form of monetization fundamentally changes the way that games are designed and makes them shit. It's as simple as that, okay? So you think it doesn't affect you because it's optional? Dude, it's already affected you because you got a garbage game right here. Like just a straight up garbage game. And you could have had a good Ghost Recon game, you get this instead.
And we've been seeing this trend for years. This is
Definitely.
Assassin's Creed, of course, with the XP boosters and stuff like that.
And you could buy weapons in that as well.
Cool.
A lot of cosmetics in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They really went pretty ham with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It really was, I would say, the precursor to what we're seeing here. You had the, obviously...
Far Cry, sure.
Far Cry as well, you could buy the weapons in Far Cry, just like the best weapons in the game. Don't have to grind for them, just immediately jump to that.
Even cheeky things, like if you're in a helicopter and you need ammo right away, hey, just give us like $1.99 or whatever it was. So they were already playing with these things a few years back. So look, this clearly is like the moment where they're like, okay, let's try this on a smaller title of ours, because it's not the biggest title they have under their books. And let's just see how well this goes.
Yeah, I really do believe this is a turning, an inflection point for Ubisoft. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like Ubisoft are riding a very fine line right now, where it's like their monetization is pretty garbage, okay? But they've also made some pretty great games. Like the way Assassin's Creed Odyssey was monetized, I thought was garbage tier, but it was still a good game, and the monetization was just like line call. You know what I mean? A lot of people were like, "Nah, it's fine." Whatever. A lot of people were like, "Nah, it sucks." I thought it sucked. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I really feel with this game, with Breakpoint, that they cross well. The line is like so far back you can't even see it anymore. And I feel like look at Bethesda's brand over the last 12 months and how much it has collapsed.
It's so quick. It is
just
so quick.
And I feel like with games like this, Ubisoft is flirting with that level of brand collapse.
Yeah.
You will have core gamers hate your company the same way that, you know, they do Konami and EA and Activision and Bethesda. And is that what Ubisoft wants?
Yeah, and look, I mean, a lot of development cycles are already set in motion for future games. I'm sure they had a lot of other games, or, you know, that maybe have similar monetization or have fundamentally been developed in a certain way from the ground up to include these kinds of ideas. This game is going to come out just like Fallout 76. It pretty much just took like one game for Bethesda to be completely destroyed. Then there came out Wolfenstein Youngblood and it didn't help, you know? All it takes is one or two games for an entire industry to shift their opinion. It takes 10 years, I think, like just to really get back on your feet.
Totally.
And I think it's actually just the actual trajectory of where this is all going. Are we just going to see freemium, hybrid kind of games in the AAA gaming industry?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
it's you know, it's $80, guys. You get the game, but when you buy it, you realize, well, it's a mobile model. Like half of it is locked away, and I'm not even experiencing the full title if I don't, you know, drop $200-300 to experience what they've actually put in this game.
I think it's an inevitability, just because there's so much money in the mobile space that publishers are going to want to create that model on console somehow, especially as we change our patterns with the devices we're using, more gaming on phones and whatever else, you know, like all those barriers will break down. I definitely think that we will see more of that, but who knows, you know, like, I mean, I don't know. It really
like, I don't know.
This honestly makes me sad because I would like to have played a good Ghost Recon game,
and we liked Ubi back in the day. You know, like
I still hope that they can come back from this, but I guarantee you, if they continue down this path, I'm done with Ubisoft.
Yeah, and look,
I'm done with them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
We're not saying we like Ubi. It's not a personal. It's more like we thought they made good games.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
they were a good contributor to the gaming industry. You know, there were cool titles and a vast portfolio of different types of things that they were trying to give to the industry.
Totally.
Now it feels like in the span of a year or two, it's just such a shift in their ideology of what they want to be putting into the games and what they want to be giving out to the industry. Who knows if it's going to be like that in the future? But anyway, it's going to be UBEA now. That doesn't make sense either.
UBA.
There we go. That worked.
Nice.
Okay,
Well
UBA. It's in the game.
Rewind time, everybody.